you say that, but I was watching it the other day, and there was a couple on there, and they didn't like the house that he offered them, and he actually did that. The fella,
he did that to them.
Yeah, he smashed his face. He smashed his head in the bloke's face. Little Welsh chap.
Here we go. It's another episode of Eat My Goal with Mike and Dan. I'm Mike, he's Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, good evening. How are you this evening?
I'm very good, thank you. You?
Yeah, excellent. For those of you new to Eat My Goal, this is your one and only podcast that you need if you want some Pompey chat mixed with some Premier League nonsense. We mix in a couple of quizzes here and there, and we'll also go through our all-time Portsmouth Premier League 11. This week, excitingly, centre midfielders. We've completed the back five centre mids. I think this is the first time we've actually got some potential contentious, maybe?
Yeah, you say that, but wait till you hear it. Wait till you hear it. We'll be picking the same two.
I updated our Facebook and Twitter to accommodate our. I thought it was irrelevant having Phil Jones on there. What's he got to do with anything nowadays?
I did notice.
So I updated it. So let's kick off with the headlines from this week. This week's headlines dominated, Premier League headlines dominated by the three derbies, I think. North London derby went the way of Arsenal, who extended their lead at the top of the Prem. Manchester City smashed 6 past United. Did you see any of that game at all, Dan?
I saw the first half, yeah. And
they were
just awesome, weren't they?
Very, very good. And second half, they pretty much took their foot off the gas. They probably could have gone on for about 10, I reckon, if they'd have continued. And finally, last night, Leicester City beat Nottingham Forest to lift themselves off the bottom 4-0. Nottingham Forest go to the bottom of that league, the Premier League.
But Nottingham Forest have bought loads of players, Mike. Haven't they?
20, 22, 21, I do believe. Sure, some of them are quite good as well. On the fifth straight defeat, that was.
Yeah.
And I think they've got a minus. I saw it earlier. I can't remember what it is now, but it's about a minus 12 goal difference as well. Nice. Pretty impressive. 8 games in, isn't
it?
Yep. So, what was your take of the weekend's football? Do you think Forest will turn things around? Do you care?
Not really. I think it is quite amusing that a team can spend that much money and buy that many players and be rooted to the bottom.
Yeah, they were. What I watched, as I was saying to you before we came on air, I watched quite a lot of football this weekend, and I did watch the majority of that game. And just before Leicester scored their first goal, Forest were clean through and really probably should have scored. I think he just dragged it slightly wide, or maybe it was saved by the keeper.
Who was it?
Yeah, other than that,
Ian Wine?
Ian Wine, no, it was Nigel Clough. Oh. Nigel Clough went clean through and hit it straight at Steve Ogrizovic. For some reason, he was playing for Leicester. I don't know why. But, yeah. Rather than Coventry, I think he got lost on the way to the ground.
Yeah, you should have said the chap that I can't even remember his name now. So that's ruined that
joke. We'll come back to it in about 10 minutes, and
we'll
come back to that. Yeah. We'll circle back to that joke when you remember.
Casey Keller, does that work?
Casey Keller, that kind of works. Yeah.
There you go. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, Casey Keller.
We'll edit that.
Yeah, that'll work. It'll be seamless. Yeah, absolutely seamless. So obviously in the Premier League, another headline really is Bruno Lage lost his he lost his job at Wolves.
Yeah,
think that's fair?
Huh?
You're a big Bruno Lage fan, weren't you?
Yeah, love Wolves.
Yeah.
Always looking out for Wolves' results. And
looking out for their 0-0 or 1-0 defeat.
Yeah.
Mm. obviously you're hot on Wolves. Any tips for who will be next in there? Do you reckon Benitez, Pochettino,
all
the
ones
guy
we
at
said last
Celtic?
week,
Yeah,
Ian Holloway,
yeah. Mark Hughes.
yeah,
Who else did that
Tony
work?
Pulis. Oh no,
Bobby
who's the chap
Robson.
that's just who's Middlesbrough man that's just been
Wilder,
yeah, that's a
did a great job at
possibility,
Middlesbrough. Yeah.
yeah.
Or the guy at Watford who's just been sacked as well, who was Forest Green last year.
Yeah.
Maybe. I can't see him going Premier League though, can you?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so. So in a mo, we'll get onto the Pompey centre mids. I think we'll go straight in with those. But have you got a background for us, Dan? Have you got a significant Premier League moment for your background?
So third week running. First week we had the Eduardo leg break, which is
that's
top of my Premier League moments. Then we had the Mendes goal not given.
The goal, not goal.
This week I've gone for, you know how when you're playing a football match and there's always that irritant on the other team that you just want to batter.
I'm normally that irritant, to be fair.
Yeah. So this is what I've gone for. Got something that happened, which probably most professional footballers were happy that it happened. Bear with, it seems to be taking ages, and we've got issues.
Oh no! I was going to say by the sound, it sounded like.
Yeah. So
is it not allowing it?
Oh no! Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Right then. Any minute now.
It's going to be worth waiting for. There's oh, here we go. It's the Savage.
Yeah.
Is it the Savage?
Yeah, it's Dublin smashing his face into savages.
This is the younger generations won't understand this because they'll think Dion Dublin, he seems like a lovely guy off the telly. Off that house hunting program. What's that called? Bargain Hunt or whatever it is. I don't know.
You say that, but I was watching it the other day and there was a couple on there and they didn't like the house that he offered them. And he actually did that. The fella,
he did that to them.
Yeah, he smashed his face. He smashed his head in the bloke's face. Little Welsh chap. So there you go. That's my.
Do you know what I quite like about that picture? I'm not quite sure who. I think it's a. You can see Clements there, just about on the side. But whoever the other guy is, who looks a little bit.
He's loving
like Shaking Stevens. He is loving it, isn't he? He's going. Go on, Dion. Go on, Dion.
Yeah. He's a prick. Just do it. Yeah, egging him on.
Oh, yeah. That's. Do you know, I don't actually remember that moment, but happy days. Happy days for the.
You should look it up. Look it up. It's a right good one. Yeah,
he's a lovely lad, Savage, wasn't he? Do you know, I actually like him as a pundit, but obviously nobody liked him as a player, do they? I don't mind him. I think he's all right.
All right. Well, there's one fan then.
You're all right, Robbie. Okay, so shall we go Pompey centre mids?
Pompey centre mids, right. So we've got Pompey our back five, like you say. We've got James in goal.
Yep.
Campbell Destan centre backs, Matt Taylor left back, Glenn Johnson right back. So we're going to pick our two centre mids. So I've got a list of 15 names.
Oh wow! Okay,
and
they're all I would have thought.
They're all names that you would know.
Well, have we already mentioned one today? We've already mentioned one, I think. I mean, in the build-up.
We've mentioned Montari. If that's what you were talking about.
That isn't, but you're gone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who have we mentioned then?
Because we didn't actually name Montari, I don't think. I just mentioned that I'd updated the thing. But we mentioned Mendes, didn't we? We mentioned Mendes in his Spurs days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, Mendes is actually, he had... Well, I was going to go on appearances. So this is quite surprising, actually. Which player... had the most appearances for Pompey? Which centre midfielder?
Centre midfielder, most appearances.
This surprised me.
Gary O'Neill. Is
No,
he
he
counted
was
as a centre
third on the
midfielder?
list.
Was he?
Third on the
Okay.
list. Yeah. In fact, the top two goes quite surprised me.
Alexis Smerton.
No, Smartin 26. He's one. In fact, he's got the third least amount of games. I didn't realise he was only there for one season.
Yeah, he's on loan, I think, wasn't he? Because didn't Chelsea buy him as like a 29, 30-year-old for the future?
Yeah.
And loaned him
And
straight
so
from
well,
Pompey.
he ended up at Charlton.
I don't know. Most apparently, it's not.
I'll tell you, you named him last week. There you go. There's a clue. You named him
yesterday, Dan. Let alone last week.
He's Scottish.
Richard Hughes. Richard Hughes.
Yeah.
Scottish Italian.
114 appearances.
Oh wow!
In the Prem for Pompey.
Wow.
Okay.
And then he's had the most appearances.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. Oh, out of the midfielders. Yeah. Next was O'Neill with 100. Yeah. Bang on. Oh no, sorry. Next was Sean Davis with 102.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems quite a lot as well. And O'Neill with 100. And then next was, if I just read you the names that I've got.
Yeah. Can we instantly rule out those three as being not part of our select two?
Sean Davis. I think we've got to keep O'Neill there just for.
Have we? Okay.
1 minute. Yeah, just for 1 minute. So
yeah,
Richard Hughes, most appearances, but
mostly off the bench, weren't they?
Yeah. How many goals? How many Premier League goals? Premier League goals in that?
One.
None.
I remember him scoring against Liverpool in the FA Cup. But
that's right,
I don't remember it. Yeah. Well, I don't remember any Premier League goals. There wasn't Denny, was there? So of course I don't remember any Premier League goals. Okay, yeah. Exactly. So continuous.
Smartin 26, no goals. Yep. This is a good one. Andy Fay.
Oh yeah.
Andy Fay, yeah, 47 appearances, no goals.
47, O'Neill, really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 100. Sherwood, how many appearances?
33.
13. 1-3.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. I remember
so I know he was
season.
sort of one of our players in the championship, wasn't he? So I assume.
Oh, of course, yes, he was. Yeah.
Quality player is Nigel Quasi with 40 appearances. Sean Davis 102. Mendes 58. Diarra.
Yeah.
24 appearances.
Oh wow. Okay.
Can he make the centre mid with only 24 appearances? Just you wait 1 minute and we'll find out. Bouba Diop.
Yep.
53 appearances.
Yeah, good.
Montari 29. Hayden Mullins 35.
Montari 29.
29. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mullins 30. Hayden Mullins 35. Nico Kranjčar.
Right.
Are we putting him as a centre midfielder? Yeah.
No, I'd say I'm going to say he's a wide player for me.
Well, that's what I thought. So I think we'll leave him to one side. Jamie O'Hara 26 and Michael Brown 24.
Right. Okay.
And so out of those, who scored the most goals with a whopping 11?
We're excluding Kranjčar, are we?
He didn't have. He only had 9. Yeah, we'll leave
11 goals would have been Gary O'Neill.
Yeah, Gary O'Neill, and then next was Mendes with 5, and then you're just looking at 2s and 1s and stuff like that. So, who do you think out of those 15 names you would put in the centre mid? Because I think
quality-wise,
I've got my 2, and they're quite.
Yeah, quality-wise, you'd have to go Montari and Diarra, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I always said I think Diarra was one of the best players I've seen playing for Pompey, even though he only played 24 games.
Yeah,
he was just, you could just see every now and then you get a player, don't you, that it's just a different level. And even though we were playing in the Premier League, he was still just a level above all the players that we had.
Yeah, there's no mistake. There's the fact that he played obviously before us for Arsenal and Chelsea was no mistake, and obviously to go on and play for Real Madrid, he was that sort of quality, wasn't he? I know obviously we had Pozanecki was probably my favourite Pompey player prior to that. Just because, but he was obviously on the way down in his career, wasn't he? But he was different class. And we've had a few in the Premier League era, but I think consistency-wise and in the relatively short period of time, I didn't realise it was 20 odd games. I know it wasn't long, but yeah, he was by far just composed, wasn't he? Just
it was just class. Yeah, everything about him was class, wasn't it?
So we're happy going with that, are we?
Yeah, even though he's got one of the least amount of appearances, I think just for pure class he's in there. And then Montari, same again, only 29 appearances, 4 goals. But I think that season, was the season when they were at their peak, weren't they, Pompey? I think they just had a really good team from back to front.
Yeah.
Montari in the centre, getting yellow cards every game. Love it.
Scored a couple of corkers against Villa, didn't he? And also got obviously the penalty at Old Trafford, which took us into the semi-finals.
Yeah, that's
back
right.
in 2008. So cool ahead against Rio Ferdinand.
Unless you want to fight for someone else.
Not particularly. I'd say Gary O'Neill deserves a place on the bench, I think.
Yeah.
And that's probably about it.
Yeah, I don't want anyone else on there. I don't want anyone else on the bench.
So we're going Montari.
Pedro Mendes, maybe.
Oh, Pedro Mendes, yes. See,
but then
those 2 goals against City kept us up pretty much, didn't they?
Yeah, just for that one game. Can we put him in there just for that one game that kept us up?
For the 2, the ball coming out of the box. Oh, it's dropped to Mendes again. Yeah. I think you can get it on the bench. We've got plenty of spaces on the bench.
Go on and stick Mendes and O'Neill.
We'll stick them on there. We'll stick them on the bench. Good. Okay. There you go. That was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was easy. Yeah.
Good research there with your 15 players.
Thank you. So what have we got next week then? Are we going to do both wingers? We're going to do the left and right wing.
I think this is again. I think we're going to have more contentious, aren't we? So far it's been fairly straightforward.
Yeah, but join us next week, Mike. Join us next week for the Nico Cranshaw Patrick Berger competition.
Would you not say that Berger and Cranshaw are both left-sided, though?
Well, I think we should just stick Cranshaw on the right. unless you can think of anyone else.
I was thinking maybe Routledge or Pennant.
Routledge,
who else do we have down the right?
Harper,
Kevin Harper.
Kevin, he was more early days. Steve Stone.
Stone,
there you go.
Yeah.
See, there was a winger.
Not so easy, is it?
I can't think what his name was. I'm sure he was terrible. I'm trying to think of his name. I'm sure he'll be on the list next week, and we can have a chuckle. Sure, he joined us from Reading. Yeah,
we'll have a little look. Right, let's move on to quiz. But before we move on to our quiz, do you have your quiz? You got your quiz ready? Yeah. Just a quick question for you. What have you got? I know it's only October, but have you got your Christmas party sorted yet for work? Got your Christmas party sorted for work?
You know what? It's really unfortunate because every year when I get invited to the Christmas party, I've got something else planned.
Oh, have you? Oh,
yeah.
And that's even
anything planned.
Anything planned? Well,
if any of my workmates happen to watch this, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to come out with you.
Well, if they are looking at booking something, there's a nice little. Let me read you this advert. Get into the festive spirit with the return of our Christmas party nights across December. Good time to have Christmas party nights, I think. Priced at just £45. You know what you get for £45, Dan? You get a live DJ, you get entertainment, a 3-course Christmas dinner, and you get a glass of jizz. That's what you get at Christmas at Tannadice, Dundee United FC. # United in Pursuit. Glass of jizz.
Glass of jizz. Is that a typo, or is that what they do in Scotland?
Well, I think I was looking at this, and if you look at a keyboard, there's 2 keys in between the F and the J. So it's a difficult typo if you've done it, isn't it? It's not one you quickly. Oh, I've accidentally put a J. So I'm going to leave it in. Send.
That's deliberate, isn't it?
It's malice, isn't it? It's been malice.
Yeah.
Because Yeah.
Let's book off.
Like you say, unless that's what they do in Dundee.
Yeah.
Maybe they love a glass of jizz prior to celebrating the festive season. Well, yeah, who doesn't indeed? But yeah, if you want to go to that hashtag United in pursuit of what? Right, quiz top tens. This week we're going to top tens. At the moment, Dan leads 2-0 after his miraculous pulling Bobby Robson out of the bag last week. And our high scoring first week. I feel this will be a bit more high scoring, I think, this week. I've gone for a top 10 that is close to your heart. I know you'll love it. I really do.
Oh, well, I've got a two. I've got a choice of two for you, and they're both relatively. I don't know what.
Should we do a random? If you number them, number them A and B.
Okay.
Number them A and B. And then I'll pick.
Okay, I've done it. I've done it in my head. I've done A and B in my head.
Oh, here we go. You've got to physically do it. I'll go B.
Wow. So am I asking you first then?
No. You're answering first this time.
I'll answer it first. Okay. Well, let me get mine ready. Both mine are very gentle because I feel bad that I'm 2-0 up.
Do you? Do you really?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure you do. I'm not so sure you do. Right. Okay. I'm going to go 30 seconds on the clock. You'll like this one. Like I say, it's going to be close to your heart. You'll feel passionately about this. But this is Premier League all-time goal scorers. You have 30 seconds to name the top 10 Premier League goal scorers who are also Welsh internationals.
Oh, hey, let's stop the quiz right there. Because mine is, can you name the top 10 Welsh goal scorers of the Premier League?
You're kidding me.
Yo,
I got to back up. Well, let's do. Let's do your
quiz.
A then. I'll go A.
I'm going to go Ryan Giggs, Craig Bellamy, Gary Speed, Mark Hughes, John Hartson, Bale, Rush, Saunders, Ramsey Davies.
That's incredible. You've even done it in order.
Yeah.
You've even done it in order. I can't believe.
Not this prick anywhere to be seen.
Prick. Who? No, not in the top 10.
Oh no, he's 12th on the list. Blimey.
Yeah, he's just outside, isn't he? Just outside.
Yeah. Well, how queer that we both chose. Yeah.
Incredible.
Our fascination of the Welsh, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's your fascination of the Welsh, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, then you get the really easy one, the really easy quiz in a minute that you can't fail.
Oh, see, this is no good because I can't now get back to the. This has all gone Pete Tong, isn't it?
Oh, mate, come on.
Okay.
If you're watching, you just joined Eat My Goal podcast, episode 6.
It is still going. This is what live podcasting is all about.
Yeah.
This is how it goes. Okay, I've got a backup. Are you ready?
Well done.
Are you ready?
It's going to be stupidly hard now, isn't it?
No. Come on, think about it. All-time Premier League scorers who are also Scottish international. Hang on, I've got to reset. Cancel. Start. Go.
Premier League. Oh, mate,
yep.
I can't think. Scottish. Oh, Duncan Ferguson.
Yeah.
I just can't think. The little. What are you doing, mate? Kenny Miller. Kenny Miller.
Kenny Miller. Go on.
I just can't think of anyone now. Scottish. Like, hold on. I need to close my ears.
You do this to me. Oh, that's your time's up, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's good. Good.
I was trying to hint you towards James Morrison there, but I didn't even sing the right song, did I? James Morrison. I think he played for Middlesbrough, possibly. Do you want me to run down for you? Duncan Ferguson was top. There you go. 68.
Oh, really?
68 Premier League goals.
That shows what I'm up against. He's fucking shit, and he's top. Who are you kidding me? Don Hutchinson, is he on there?
Don Hutchinson, he's 5th, 37. Go on, they're flowing now. They're flowing now. Kevin Gallagher. Second. Stephen Fletcher, third. Gary McAllister, fourth. Paul Dickoff, sixth. John Spencer, seventh. Charlie Adam.
Oh, yeah.
James Morrison at number 9, and Robert Snodgrass at number 10.
Yeah. That's an arseholes quiz. Quiz of an arsehole.
Sorry about that.
Right, I'm happy with my one.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, we'll go straight into yours, shall we?
Go on, let's hit it.
It's going to be tough this week. It's going to be close. Right.
I'm feeling comfortable now.
Yeah, you should be.
Confident is what I meant to say, not comfortable. Let's hit it. Go, go, go.
Here we go. So, which year was the first Premier League, Mike?
1992-93 season.
Very good. I want the teams that finished in the bottom 10.
Shut up.
Starting, how long have you got? 30 seconds?
30 seconds, yeah.
Now.
Okay, Oldham, Sheffield United, Leeds United, Swindon Town, come on. Coventry, Norwich, West Bromwich Albion.
Time's up, probably. Can't see, but yeah, time's up.
Did I get any?
Check. Yeah. Oh no, you got 5 seconds left. Keep going.
Oh, shut up.
No, yeah, you've got a few. You've got a few.
Forest.
Yeah, there you go. Another one. I think you got about 4 or 5 there. But I couldn't have things.
So you weren't keeping time and you weren't keeping score.
Well, yeah, but if you'd gone with the first quiz, everything would have been all right. I'd have had that prepared, wouldn't I? But no, with your Welsh fetish. Right. No, you did. You got. So I'll read them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Everton.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sheffield United, you said.
Yeah.
Coventry, you said.
Yeah.
Ipswich.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Leeds, you said.
Yep.
Yeah. Scum.
Oh yeah, of course they are.
Always got Southampton never finished. Come on, you should know that.
No,
Oldham. That's 4.
Yeah.
Palace.
Oh, didn't say that. No.
Middlesbrough.
No, didn't say that. No.
And Forest, which you said.
All right.
So you got at least 5. Yeah.
Sweet.
Well done.
So
I'm really pleased for you.
2-1, back in the game.
Yeah.
Back in the hunt for points.
Scottish.
We're happy with that.
Scottish scorers. Scottish Premier League scorers.
We'll have next week. Next week we will return to the Who Am I style quiz. So tune in for that, people. If anyone's got any suggestions of quiz ideas, please let us know. You can let us know at what's our web thing, Dan? I've kind of lost it.
Eat My Goal at twitter.com.
That's it. You can email us, eatmygoal22@gmail.com. You can look us up on Facebook at eatmygoal22, or you can Twitter us at eatmygoal22. We're also on YouTube, where you can watch the whole episodes, or you can watch us on Spotify or Deezer. You've got to search. When you search on those sites, Eat My Goal 22, you must search. Otherwise, you get some song from, who was that band? I can't remember. They're called Liz Noppy or something. I can't remember. Anyway, it keeps coming up. Yeah, it wasn't by Liz Noppy. That was the JCB song, wasn't it? All right. That's about it. Have you got any pods you want to mention, Dan? Any pods or any other Twitters? I've got one, but obviously you mentioned your favourite Sophie, whatever her name is, last week.
No, I know there's a I don't know the name of it, but there's a wonderful video.
Sophie Craig, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry. Just come to me.
There's a wonderful Facebook account which has got some sort of Eastern European men on there. I think we mentioned last week doing playing tricks on each other.
They're hilarious.
I'll have to find out the name of that one, and so we can pick that one up next week.
Yeah, my mention this week goes to. My mention this week goes to I think it's just a Twitter account It's called Forgotten Pompey Goals. It's definitely worth a look up. There's some corkers on there from back in the day. Well, I certainly forgot. I certainly forgot that we were even in the Intertoto Cup, let alone that we scored any goals in it. So some of those were quite good. There's a couple from early on our way down, Championship / League One, which I'd also completely forgotten about. Forgotten about most of the players who played in that era, to be fair, because we obviously churned through a few players at that time, didn't we?
Mm.
Well, that's about it from us, Dan. Yeah. That's about it for this week.
Any more fans this week?
Oh yeah, we have. We've even had some mentions. I'm gonna have to do this quickly. Some mentions, not mentions.
Please fucking stop at each goal.
No, we've got more new followers. Oh, get this. We've got Jeff Harris. I'm going to give Jeff Harris a shout out because he also does a pod which is called Three Lads in the Pub podcast. I actually had a listen to that yesterday. I listened to that yesterday. We've got Pompey, which is regular Tony. He's following us now. He works on the Isle of Wight, Fareham and Hereford. And he's a Conservative Unionist. Nice. And get this. We've also got Mary and Teresa following us. I don't know if that's a religious thing. One's Munter Mary, one's Teresa _Kelly. So thanks for that, ladies. We're going to run out of time any moment now. We're going to run out of time.
Mary used to work at the Majestic Snooker Club, is it?
I think it is. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening. This is Dan. You're going to see us out. What you got for us to see out? What's your celebration to see us out? It's the end of the pod. Here we go. Brilliant. Thanks everyone. See you next week.
Bye.